What is up, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of Comics on Demand. We are excited because our Friday night show is back. We are here hanging out, and I'm not here at the shop. Guess what? Instead, I'm hanging out at the Airbnb here in Dallas, Texas, for Fan Expo Dallas. It's a great show thus far, but it's only the first few hours, so I'm looking forward to seeing what else is going on Saturday and Sunday as well. Excited because, hey, we're doing abbreviated hours tonight. We're going to test it out, see how it goes, see what y'all think. You know, if you're part of the Instagram group chat, make sure and let me know what you think about doing this 2-hour block and see how it goes. We've got some really cool books that I pulled out ahead of time and left with Avi, and he's going to be sharing them with us. Avi, why don't you say hi to everybody right now, real quick?
Yo, what's up, everybody? How you doing today?
Awesome, man. You had a good day at the store?
Yeah, pretty busy. Pretty good day. Going over this collection of Sports Illustrated magazines that we got in a while back.
Nice.
And yeah, it's a haul. It's a huge haul, and it's taking a lot of work, but there's some really cool ones in there for sure.
Very cool. How many books or how many boxes of Sports Illustrated magazines would you say you have?
Probably like 50. Like, there's got to be at least 50. Yeah.
50 boxes.
50 short boxes, yeah.
50 short boxes. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Do you have any right there next to you?
Oh, no.
It's okay.
Put them away.
This was not pre-planned. It was just something that I thought, hey, let's show people what, because remember, Lone Star Heroes Comics and Toys is constantly bringing in new collections, not just comic books. They're consistently buying across all 3 locations, and it doesn't just include comic books. It's also all kinds of toys like action figures, statues, trading cards, and yes, magazine collections. I've been like at the Nassau Road store where we usually broadcast from. There are a ton. So there's a ton of them there. Hey guys, let me do some shout outs real quick in the chat. Avi's going to pull a couple of them to show, and then I'll be showing a couple of things that we've got here as well. Brian 12ish, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. He says, damn, that's a lot of SI. Yes, it is. There are a ton of them, and they're all pretty affordably priced. I was kind of shocked. I thought there would be some that were like crazy astronomical prices, but even the Sports Illustrated swimsuit editions are pretty reasonable in price, like $8 to $10 a piece. Happy Friday to you as well. Good to see you. Gordon Sisk, what's up? I don't think they're all online. They might have posted a few here and there across their Facebook, but if there's certain eras or covers or issues that you're looking for, Gordon, let us know, because he's not kidding when he says a ton of short boxes. They literally have a bunch of them, and we've actually considered doing an all magazine edition of Comics on Demand, where we would do nothing but go through all the magazines in the store, because I think a lot of people, like I show them off sometimes to give you all an idea, but I don't think anybody realizes just how extensive the stocks, like the back issue bins, are stocked with magazines. So Avi's back at the table. I'm going to go bring it back over to him at the store, so he can actually show. And again, this is just a sample. And Gordon, if you are interested in any of them, if there's any certain ones you're interested in, by all means, let us know. And the ones he's going to show, I think they are priced. So we're going to look at that in just a second. Let me switch this. Let me get this music to a little bit more reasonable volume. There we go. All right, and then let's see. What's up, Emma Deadly? What era are they from? Year range? Brian, no joke. I think they're all across the board. El Green Machine, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. I've got a little something here that I'm going to put in your subscriber box, but more on that later. All right, let's switch over to Avi, and let's take a look at some of these magazines.
Yeah, like Carlos said, they're from all eras. So from the very beginning, you'll see ones like we have this issue from 1971 $19. I don't know too much about this era of sports, but if you do, you can take a look at them. Oh, let me get you a better angle.
Oh wow, that's classic Sports Illustrated. Wow. Okay.
In 1969, there's the UT. December 15th, 1969, $15 on this one. Another UT one, 1970. 1985. And these are all $15 so far. Here's a cool one. The Sports Illustrated double issue from 1975. Pete Rose, Sportsman of the Year.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, wow. So $45 for that one?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I just walked back there and grabbed, some of the older ones to see.
Yeah.
So the older ones are a little bit more pricey, but yeah, like you were saying, they were surprisingly cheap. Even some of the older ones were only like, $7, $8, $6, $7. 1974, April 8th.
Oh, Green Machine says that Pete Rose is a good one.
Yeah, totally is. Another Pete one, 1978, $35. And then this one was really cool. 1957, April 15th, 1957. So Sports Illustrated started in 1954, I believe. So,
okay. Well, cool. Brian will tell you, buddy, if so Brian said there's a couple of Cubs related issues I wouldn't mind having.
Okay, nice.
Well, Brian, if you know which issues they are, what I would say is if you know what issues they are, drop them here in the chat, because these books they are priced and they are out for sale. So you guys are actually essentially getting first dibs on these books. So if there's specific ones that you're interested in, like you said, and I was surprised at how affordable they are. I mean, $8 to $10 for the average issue. That's a really great price. So, I
will say though that I've gotten through in this last week about 10 boxes, maybe eight to 10 boxes. So there's still a long way to go for sure. So just keep your eye open. We'll be coming out with more of them. You'll see. Yeah.
So hey, you remember, folks, and hey, if you're interested in us possibly doing a special edition of Comics on Demand where we just focus on magazines or just focus on action figures, let us know, because these are ideas that we've batted around and talked about. Okay, so the deal is, what's up, Mike Praz? Yes, that's right. I'm in Dallas, Texas for Fan Expo Dallas. So I'm broadcasting from Dallas while Avi is hanging out he is at the store right now, and he's got the books. So the way it's going to work tonight is I'm going to be walking us through the books. He's going to be showing the books from the store there. I'll also, I'll show a couple books here, and then let's see. Yeah, and so we're going to try this out. We're going to see how it goes, and because we may do some more. I think we're going to be looking at doing more virtual shows like this. But yeah, this should be a lot of fun. So also remember, we are doing instead of 6 to 9 tonight, we are doing 7 to 9 tonight. I tried to put the word out, but it was kind of a late stage decision about the timing of it. So actually, if Paul is over this shoulder, his bed is back at that far end, my bed is back at that far end, and so we got this little Airbnb that I think was like a condo or something. I don't know what it was, but it's a little Airbnb that's literally one block over from the convention center. Crazy good price on it, because I can't afford a place like this on the normal. All right, so it was, but yeah, there's 4 of us and a baby hanging out here. The future Batman and his wife Aelwolf and their little baby Elijah, who's 16 months old. We're all hanging out here. Okay. Oh wait, you guys just started streaming here. I'm thinking I'm late. No. We just started. Yeah, because the show, we're also testing out a 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central block, because we're playing with different formats over the summer and just kind of seeing what we need to do with the show. I was joking. I didn't know you were roomies for the show. We are. Yeah, because man, the future Batman found an excellent deal on this place for the whole weekend. And yeah, I mean, it was like, it was crazy. I was shocked at how good a deal it was for literally being like a block away from the convention center. So I'm pretty, I told him already, I said, Jen, you killed it. And I'm pretty committed to this spot. I like it a lot. So it's great. But yeah, so that's what we're doing tonight. We just showed off some Sports Illustrated because remember, Lone Star Heroes Comics and Toys has a whole bunch of different stuff, not just comic books. And if you're interested in magazines, if you're a magazine collector or a sports enthusiast at all, make sure and let me know either via email or Instagram, because we are looking at doing a special themed episode just for magazines. But it wouldn't just be Sports Illustrated. It would also be like Savage Sword of Conan, all the horror magazines. Heavy Metal. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of magazines here at the shop. So, and I think I've showed a couple of them here and there, magazine-sized books, but it is hardly anything. What's up, David Darrell Cersei? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, man, it's been a good convention already. Oh man, I was praying leading up to this that it was going to be affordable, and it has absolutely been as affordable as I would have hoped, because a lot of the people that are doing signatures are more affordable than I had expected. So yeah, there are some pretty sought after Playboy magazines. So we're going to go ahead and so I'll check and see if there's Playboys at the store. I don't know for sure. And then magazine size is magazine, like that Son of the Demon that we showed a couple weeks ago. Madonna did one. Okay. It's good to know. All right. Well, hey, let's go ahead and jump in. Remember, so for tonight, usually what we do, if you're brand new to Comics on Demand, this is what we do. We're going to present books to you in a claim sale style format. Those books are priced. I will offer discounts on those. And then we will, payment information is in the video description below if you're here on YouTube. If you're watching us on Facebook, guess what? I am going to go ahead and stream our payment information at the bottom of the screen. All right, so I do hope that y'all are going to hang with us for a little bit. We'll only be on for 2 hours tonight, and I do look forward to us being able to make some ground through some books. So I'm looking forward to it. Wait, I can't buy off Paul. Paul is one. The last time I saw Paul, he was in line to get Sozo Micah to sign some books. She has not issued a restraining order on him as of yet, but it's a long weekend. So, but yeah, he was in line there, and I did text him and Future Batman to let them know that the show was going live. But Paul, with those surgical fingers, he's out there looking for all kinds of goodies. I'm sure he'll preview some of them on Wednesday, and then he'll have some for sale next Friday as well. Let's see. All right. Yeah. Okay. I've got a ton of Playboys I'd be willing to sell, and a lot of WWE magazines. Well, take them by the Lake Jackson store or one of the stores, and you can absolutely see if Lone Star Heroes is interested. I'm here for the whole show. Nice. Okay. Not yet, but it's coming. Yeah. So let's go ahead. Okay. Avi, I think you've got yourself muted, buddy. So Brian 12ish is asking for the August 30th, 1971 and the September 8th, 1969. And
yeah, so I believe I've seen them in the stacks, but I would have to go through and look for them. We're just in the preliminary stages of like sorting them and pricing them and everything like that. But I will definitely keep those in mind.
Yeah. I'll tell you. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Brian. What I'm going to do is over here on my end, I'm going to write those down in a notepad on my phone, and I will make sure to continue to touch base with him. Remember, you said was 40 short boxes, Avi?
Yeah, it's. Yeah. I mean, that's my rough estimate, but yeah, 40 to 50 short boxes. It's a crazy amount. crazy.
So he's making his way through it, and folks, we'll keep you in the loop on it. There were just a few that he had that were in the first few boxes. He's cranking away at them pretty busily, but yeah, we'll definitely. I will definitely be jotting the information down, Brian, 12ish, to let you know, or to be able to let's see, keep up with it. Yeah, I'm going to drop it in a note here. All right, so let's take a look at some of the first books that we've got for tonight. And Brian, okay. Brian, 12ish. I've got you down, okay, for FI. August 30th, 1971. Fergie Jenkins cover. Okay. Brian, I've got you down for these, buddy. I'm just making sure I have them down correctly. September 8th. 1969, and that's the Ernie Banks cover. All right. Okay, cool. All right, and then no rush. I appreciate it. Sounds like a lot of work. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I don't even know if he's made it through like 4 or 5 boxes already, because remember he researches and also looks at grading and pricing and comparable prices for these books. All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the first books that are up. And Avi, what have we got here tonight?
So I pulled some of the new books from this week off the wall. Do you want to start with those?
Yeah. Let's take a look at those.
Cool. So we got Peacemaker, Vigilante Eagle, double feature number 3, $4.99.
Nice.
Yeah, in case you couldn't get it. This one was weird. Slaughter Otter, number 3.
Oh, that is probably
kind of G.I. Joe.
Yeah, it is. That's an homage of G.I. Joe number 21, the silent issue. That's fantastic.
Got some Rat Cities.
Okay, yeah. Variant cover.
Universal Monsters, issue 3.
The Mummy. Yeah. Hey, if you have not been picking up, if you're a fan of the Universal Monsters and you haven't been picking these up, I highly recommend them. We've seen Dracula, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Frankenstein, and now they're currently running The Mummy. Oh, nice.
Some different variant covers.
And so just quick FYI for people that are watching that are wondering about that, if you're a horror fan, one of the current kings of horror, James Tynion IV, is overseeing that entire line of Universal Monster books.
Got some Void Rivals.
Oh, yes. Nice.
We're taking everyone down with us.
This is a real interesting book that's coming out. So the issue 1 had just dropped, I think, a month or 2 ago, and I picked it up. It's not for everybody, but it might be something for somebody. Oh,
here's a poly bag, I believe. No.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's a poly bag. The not safe for work. That's a poly bag, right?
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a sealed, not safe for work cover. Avert your eyes. Oh man, I wonder about that. What's the cover price on that one, Avi?
$4.99. Yeah.
Okay, so $5.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll Do Bad Things, different covers.
Nice. Another one of the modern horror books.
Mm-hmm. The Doom's Division, One World Under Doom. A lot of people are talking about this one. The new Eddie Brock Carnage. Mm-hmm. Deadpool Wolverine. Stay cover. Number 5. $3.99. And the variant edition.
Interesting.
Rogue Savage Land, number 5. It's been a while since the last one I think came out, right? It's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah, that's interesting. So, actually, there's a convention variant for that one that I saw. I've just passed up today.
Then there's Predator vs. Spider-Man, number 5. In this new series, I suppose, Venom Original Sin.
Yet another one. So this is a kind of a year 1 style story for Venom. What variants do we have for this one?
So we have just the A cover, and we have the B cover here.
Okay. Oh, I kind of like that cover.
No, yeah, that's
it almost looks like Eric Larson. Okay, so Mike Praz is going to go ahead and claim the Predator versus Spider-Man. Okay, do we have any more covers for that one, or is it just that A cover?
It was just this A cover.
Okay.
Mike Praz. Wolverine and Kitty Pryde. Cute. And Welcome to Twilight, number 3.
Interesting.
All right. This one is a lot of number 3s. When I haven't seen them, number 2 are the ones. But here's Dark Pyramid.
I haven't seen that. So Mad Cave Comics has been releasing some books, some cool new books recently. Okay, El Green, we'll tell you what, we're gonna once he gets done with the new books, we'll bring it up. So he's asking, there's a Green Lantern directly behind you that you want to
okay.
Yeah,
see that one. Department of Truth. It's also been a while since I've seen the last one of these come out.
Yeah. See, El Green Machine, if you don't mind, check your Instagram DMs.
Sorted Crisis Events. A lot of wars.
Which issue is that?
This one is number 3. Another number 3. $3.99.
I did pick that one up. That first one up. That's an interesting series.
And we got the Batman 160.
Ooh, nice. All right, so that's a pretty slick. Can you look at the very bottom? Who does it say the variant cover is by?
Gabriel
Del
Del.
Otto. Nice. Okay. Yeah. I was just making sure. Very cool.
Got Bitter Root.
Ooh, that's a JT book right there.
Can you guess what number it is?
2.
No. Crush Depth, number 3.
Nice. Okay.
This new book, Dark Honor, number 1. Never heard about that yet. And then we have also a new series, Detective Kaiju. Pretty interesting. He looks like the demon detective from Invincible, if y'all know that, but I don't know if it's related.
Damien Darkblood.
Yeah, Damien Darkblood. Yeah. Another cover. Kind of our version.
So that is a Sin City homage.
No, Sin City.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Detective Kaiju. That's kind of interesting. I don't know. It's an interesting one.
Another homage to the Japanese painting, I suppose.
That one, I don't recognize if that's an homage. I'm guessing it's a Godzilla homage, but I don't,
Yeah,
I don't, I
yeah.
don't know the specific story right offhand or the specific.
These waves are a specific type of style that they do in Japan.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. That's right.
And
Okay.
there's the red sun of Japan in the back. Yeah.
Nice.
And then yet another one, clearly Godzilla.
Oh wow.
I also believe that kaiju in Japanese means monster.
Big monster. Yeah, big monster. Yeah. That's that's cool. All right. So hey, if somebody wants to do a bundle deal on the Detective Kaijus to grab all the covers, I'm pretty sure we can do one of those.
Mm-hmm. We have this G.I. Joe fold out, or like, I don't know what you call it. It's got like a pop out cover.
Yeah, it's a die cut cover, right?
Hmm.
It's an actual, like, yeah, it's one of the masks. So we saw them.
Mm-hmm. And that is issue 7. The Epitaphs from the Abyss reprint.
No, wait, I think these are new. These are new books, though, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay,
EC,
yeah, new.
Yeah, EC Comics is publishing brand new books now.
Mm.
So.
So we got the Harley Quinn, and that's issue 51.
Okay. Okay.
And then here's the Not Safe for Work Lilith polybag.
We have got, all right, Mike Price is going to take the Abyss.
Okay. This is the regular Lilith.
Yeah. We got some of the Not Safe for Work titles this week. Yeah, or the polybag.
Yeah, those independents. Course. Mommy blog.
Mommy blog. What issue is that?
It is a one-shot.
Interesting. I want to know about that Mommy blog.
Mr. Terrific Year 1, issue 1?
Yes. Hey, folks, do we have variants for this one?
Not at this location.
Okay. So hey, if y'all are looking to get ready for the upcoming Superman movie, Mr. Terrific Year 1, they're actually putting a spotlight on him because he does have a major role in the new movie, so might be worth picking up.
We have the Pale Knight number 1. Mm-hmm.
All right, Mike Praz will take the Mr. Terrific.
And another Pale Knight number 1, the variant cover.
Oh,
See, I don't know which one's the variant.
These look incredibly creepy.
Yes.
I like them, man. Wow.
And then another Peacemaker. This is the A cover. Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. So, hey, if y'all are not familiar with this is from the Peacemaker Limited or the Peacemaker series on HBO Max. I guess now they're back to being HBO Max. Highly recommended. Because I love those two characters. They did a double one shot of them up here. So I'm going to let Avi set those aside. Hey, thanks for the claims, Mike Praz. Much appreciated. Very, very exciting to see y'all all hanging out here in the chat. Make sure and let somebody else know about the show. We're going to keep it going right now. I think first we'll go ahead and take a look at that Green Lantern that was directly behind Avi, and we'll take a look. I'm going to have him hold that up real quick. And while he's snagging that, I'm going to show you. These are a fun little something that I picked up. So I had these Blue Beetle books, and I had Cully Hamner finally connected with him. To Amy, you better be reading Best Cully. All right, and then he did one for Scarlett as well. Scarlett, keep reading Best Cully. I did give him that. So this is for the girls. Blue Beetle #1s, the movie reprints that we picked up. So Avi, let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at that Green Lantern we got here. Oh yeah. Okay, so this is. Oh wait, Avi, you gotta. Well, you don't have to unmute yourself. You don't have to if you don't want to. Okay, so this is the first appearance of Tomar Ray, and so I've looked at this book before, and I'm putting it at about I think a 2.5 maybe. It does have a little bit El Green. It does have a little bit of damage. I mean, it's definitely a well-loved copy, but it's an affordable Green Lantern key book if you don't have one. So remember, I haven't mentioned it as much, but I know somebody had asked before. Yeah, there's a little bit of spine split going on. So Lone Star Heroes will do a payment plan for some of these bigger books. They do ask for 20% down. Any payments made are non-refundable, of course. But they do ask for 20% down, and then for the balance to be paid off within 30 days. So if he is important. So this is a Green Lantern key. What's the price tag we have on that, Avi? I'm trying to read it.
So it's $169 right now.
Okay, $169. So Avi, what do you think to $150 for tonight if somebody wants to take
that's a good deal.
Yeah, I think that's a really good deal. So $150 if somebody's interested in that. I know El Green, you were interested. We would do the deal $150 and still do the payment plan if somebody was interested. Or just let me know. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at. So did you want to pull some of the books from the box?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Awesome. All right. So we've got. So folks, I just want to give a big shout out to Avi for being my Vanna White tonight. And while he doesn't have the evening gown, he does have that amazing beard. So
yeah, that I have my beard going for me.
Right. We don't have an evening gown, so I wasn't going to request that you wear one. So, but he will not stand up and start turning books around on the wall for y'all folks. All right, so we've got Champions issue number. Let's go down a little bit. Champions issue number 3, and asking $18 for that one. So remember, this was one of the 70s teams that was formed featuring Hercules, among others, and there he is really going to town on the cover. Do a spine slide on that one.
My webcam is not that high def.
That's okay.
But
it's all right. We're able to see it.
In pretty good shape.
It is in pretty good shape. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely. Yeah, it's definitely in decent shape. All right, next up, we've got Chamber of Darkness #1. So another one of my favorite from the late 70s of Marvel horror books. Tales of Maddening Magic. Asking $22, but I'll knock it to $18 if somebody wants to snag it tonight. Beautiful 15 center there. I do believe this was a lower grade, like mid grade, but a little bit lower on the spectrum though.
Yeah, for sure.
Well loved. Probably putting it at a 4.5 to 5. But yeah, let's take a look at that spine. Okay, Mike Pratt's going to take the Chambers. So make note that it's 18 for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right. Oh, some nice Silver Age Batman. All right, thank you for the claim, Mike Praz. We appreciate it. Let's take a look at it. So Batman, issue number 166.
166.
Yes. Asking price is $39 on it. Okay, so I remember when I snagged this one. This is definitely a lower grade, but it's complete. And is there a notation on the back about the cover, Avi, for this one?
There isn't it.
Okay.
There is not.
Okay. So then, yeah. So the cover is still attached. All right, but it's Silver Age Batman. Definitely a well-loved copy, well-worn. Okay, very much so.
It's well worn. You probably know better. It doesn't look like it looks like maybe one staple is detached actually.
Okay. We could have a staple detached on it, but hey, if somebody's interested in it, we will pull it out of the bag and take a look at it in an ever so gently fashion. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So it's definitely low grade. Let's take a look at that top edge. Let me see that top edge real quick. Yeah. So you can see there's a lot of chipping going on across the top. And that is, I think that's if I remember correctly, that's the back cover that we're seeing on there. But yeah, tell you what, if somebody wants to take it down, I'll do it for $30 tonight. If somebody wants to take it down, $30 for some Batman Silver Age, that is definitely not a bad copy to add to the personal collection. So
it's a Batman Silver Age, so it's still pretty good for $30.
Oh yeah, for $30 you can't beat that. All right, so next, Aliens versus Predator issue number 1. Nice. So if you've been keeping up with the news on the two new Predator projects, they will feature a shared universe with the Aliens universe. So all these Aliens and Predator projects that you're seeing coming out, they all began with this comic book right here. And what are we asking for this, Avi?
So this is 20, so we could do like 15 on it tonight.
Yeah, $20 is already a good deal, but we're going to knock it down even more to 15. Let's take a look at that spine one more time, because I want to make sure people know that this book right here is what kicked off everything we're about to see over the next several years. And I love the fact that Dan Trachtenberg, the writer and director of Prey, is going to he's personally guiding all these projects. So we've got 2 Predator projects coming out, an anime anthology movie, and then a live action one called Predator Badlands. So we're putting that probably at about an 8.0, give or take. But $15 for an 8.0 copy of Alien versus Predator. What do you think, Avi?
Yeah, it's probably an 8.0. Yeah.
Let's see. So El Green Machine. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. That anime is going to be pretty sick. All right, so I remember now. I'd also snagged this Aliens. This is issue number 1, right? Is this 1?
Yeah, 1 of 4. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't remember if I pulled the others to go with it, but yeah. So Alien. Okay, Mike Praz is going to take that Alien versus Predator for 15.
Okay.
Mike Praz, we appreciate, buddy. Actually, Mike, I think you're like our top buyer, so I'm gonna bring you back something special from Fan Expo Dallas. Okay, so we thank you and we appreciate you, bud. All right, let's take it back over to the store.
So this one's $15, and we can drop that down to 10 tonight.
Oh wow! Okay, all right. Hey, we can do 10. Nice. Yeah. So Aliens number 1, and let's see that spine one more time.
Oh yeah.
Let me take a look at that. I just want to see it real quick. Okay.
Not sure how the camera's coming across on your end. But
there's a little bit of a glare, but that's always going to happen. I think that I think this was. So I think this was a lower grade copy that had. I'm trying to think. I want to think it was like a 6.5-ish, maybe.
Yeah, 6.5, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So if somebody wants to snag, that's now that's not the first appearance of aliens in comics, but it's the first of that particular limited series. There were earlier Alien comics and an earlier Alien series. So yeah. So now for this one, Avi, though, I did pull the other two issues for it. Yes. So we don't have issue. We don't have. I think we're missing issue 3. Can you check them real quick?
Looks like that's right. Yeah, missing issue 3.
Okay. So read me those prices real quick.
Okay, so number 1, we have $30.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is $25. And number 4 is $70.
Okay, so 70 plus 25 plus 30. Let's see, so it's going to put us at that's basically 125 for those 3 issues. Tonight, Avi, what do you think about doing them for an even 100, all 3?
Yeah,
sure. For the, and here, while I'm going to tell people about why these books have gone up in value, why don't you go ahead and show them all one by one on camera while I'm speaking? Okay, so this 4-issue miniseries, there's a couple of factors that caused this to spike. Number one, in value after the initial printing. Factor number 1 was that this had been a project that had long been in gestation. I think close to 30 years, if I'm remembering correctly. Number 2, this was one of the kind of the magnum opus works for George Perez, a beloved comic artist who came back to do this artwork, and it was one of the last projects he did before he passed away. Well, I guess I should say one of the last high-profile projects he did before he passed away. There's a lot of different key moments that drop in this, including the fact that we see that Superman is capable of lifting Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, which that's something we've seen. This was also the first and only crossover that featured all the Avengers and all the JLA together going against each other. It also featured the first matchup between Batman and Captain America, which was a big deal, and I thought they handled that really well. But you'll have to buy it to read it and know how it ended, Batman versus Captain America. But yeah, so these books, and while they did have a decent-sized print run, in the years since it came out, they've become very, very desirable. So they are definitely a set worth having. But it's one of those things that now it is one that you're going to have to pay for, So I feel like 100 for these 3 is a great deal, and we'll even see if we can track down the 3rd issue from one of the other stores. So let's see. Okay, so in issue number 1. Yeah, okay, so here's the way it worked. Issue 1 and 3 were published by DC, and they had JLA first. Issues 2 and 4 were published by Marvel, so you can see how they flip-flopped them on there. And so in these, these are just super popular books that were just under-ordered. And, even though they had a big print run, they're super hard to come by. So $100 for all 3 of them. If somebody wants to take that down tonight, $100 for all 3 right now. And then we'll even give you a discounted price on a copy of number 3 when I can track one down.
Okay.
All right, let's take a look. Take a look at Buffy you can't. How can you go wrong with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Avi?
How can you go wrong with Sarah Michelle Gellar?
There you go. I mean, Christy Swanson was fine, but Sarah Michelle Gellar took the role and owns it. All right, Mike Praz didn't even hesitate. So it's $25. It's pretty good. Oh, Emma Dudley says she doesn't have any more at Lake Jackson. Somebody already bought the ones. I love having Emma Dudley on here in the chat. That's awesome. That is fantastic. Okay. Emma Dudley, we're going to get you on camera soon. All right, so Mike Praz is going to take that Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Mike Praz, that was a really good pickup, buddy. I'm glad you snatched it up before anybody else did, because it's a good book to have. All right, let's take a look at what we got here next. Ooh, Brave and the Bold issue number. Let's take a look. Can you hold that closer? So we can't. Nice. Numbers. Oh, I'm trying to see the issue number for that, buddy.
It is number 66.
Number 66. Nice. Okay. I'm trying to remember this one. I think it was about like a 4.5 to 5.5, somewhere in there. I'm gonna take a look at it, Avi.
Yeah, I would say probably maybe a 4. There's a little bit of there's a chip here in the corner.
Now is that folded over, or is it actually missing the corner?
Yeah, it's torn.
Okay. All right. So that's definitely going to put that down to about a 3.5 to 4. And let's see, price. What are we asking for it?
This one's 15.
Oh, that's a steal. All right. Yeah. If somebody wants to get some classic Silver Age Metamorpho, remember Metamorpho is going to be appearing in the new Superman movie. He's going to be key to the plot. There's already been spoilers that have leaked about his role in the film, but I'm not going to talk about those because I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. But hey, this is nice DC Silver Age, and then remember, Brave and the Bold was one of their kind of introductory books where they would try out different characters, team up different characters, and this looks like just some fun DC Silver Age. It looks like strong.
Besides that one chip in the corner, and there's a crease down the middle. But the staples are firmly attached, so you don't have to worry about that coming loose anytime soon. That's a good.
I might almost revise the grading on that. I might almost say it's higher than a 4.0.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I don't know. I mean, it is in rough shape. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah.
It's a good rough shape. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know. But yeah, I would probably, just to be safe, it's probably in that range, like 3.5 to 4.5 or something, around there.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Okay. All right, folks, here we go. We got some here. Yeah. Okay. So this book right here with a beautiful cover by J. Scott Campbell is one. Remember, this is the era of Storm and T'Challa becoming a royal couple, and this is actually, I'm pulling it up. Which issue number is this one?
Actually, can't tell if this is on the magazine. Yeah, so the issue number is, there's some sort of burning going on, but it's number 5.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get to the condition in a second, but I wanted to take a look. And
I just couldn't see it at first, but yeah, it's number 5.
Okay. Very cool. 7. No, it's not that. I'm trying to remember which volume this one was. Let me see that masthead one more time, buddy. Okay, yeah. I got it. Okay. So issue number 5. This is the third appearance of Shuri. Wait, no, this is not. No, this is not. Sorry, this is not the right. Hang on. Are you sure that's issue number 5?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay. What's the asking price on this one?
69.
69. Okay. Let me take a look at this real quick. Okay, I think I had there it is. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, yeah. So this is volume 5, and this is the first appearance of Shuri as the Black Panther in story. Okay, so she'd already been on the cover at that point by this point, but this is her first in story appearance as Black Panther. And of course, this is also during the era of Storm and T'Challa being a couple. So asking price on it is $69. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and do it for $55 if somebody's interested. Let's take a look at that spine, Avi. You said there's a burn mark. Is that on the comic or part of the design?
It looks like it's. Let me double check.
Yeah, oh no, that's the.
Yeah, that's on the. That's
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's probably a little lower. We could probably go a little lower on this one, actually.
Yeah, okay, tell you what, here's what I'm going to do, Avi. I'm thinking let's drop it to 40 and see if somebody's interested, because that burn mark is a big defect on it.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's see if anybody's interested in this book. Let us know. Avi, can you pop it out of the bag and let's take a closer look at what's going on with the cover. And is that a burn, or does that look like ink to you?
I mean, it looks like a burn.
Okay.
Because it even has like the browning on the edges.
Oh my gosh. Okay. And then let's see that. Yeah. So the top right corner. Tell you what, Avi, this is
yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So Avi, I'm gonna shoot you a quick text message, buddy. And you let me know what you think about that. All right. And then we're gonna keep it moving. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So if somebody wants to go ahead and take it down, because it does have a lot more defects than are immediately apparent. If somebody wants to do it for 15, we'll go ahead and do it 15. But be aware it does have at least 2 major defects. So $15 on that one. And then let me know. Yeah, if somebody's interested and wants to snag it. Black Goliath. Okay, so this one, I think this one was a 7.0 or better. Take a look at that real quick. What are we asking on it?
We're asking 70 on this one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So this is definitely this was the higher grade copy, and I think let's take.
No, it's high grade for sure. It's It's only got a handful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A handful under 10 ticks on the spine, but other than that, it's looking pretty good. I'll let you get a closer look at it.
Let's do a spine slide on this guy.
Yeah.
That actually really looks clean. I'd say half of those spine ticks don't even look like, like they're major damage.
No, it really looks good. It looks like it could even be pressed out. So they're not deep.
Okay, folks. So $70 is the asking price for it. Tell you what, we'll drop it to 60 for tonight, but I feel really good about 60 because that's a really good. That one is in good condition. I remember looking at this a while back, but yeah, if somebody's interested, this is the first appearance of this character of Black Goliath. First appearance in origin. He's slightly tied into kind of Hank Pym and the Ant-Man mythos and that kind of storyline. He did appear in the second Ant-Man movie. He's played by Lawrence Fishburne. The character, he didn't become Black Goliath, but he appeared. So yeah, this is just a classic vintage, cool. If you collect black superheroes or black comic characters, this is a must-have, and this is a really great. Um, it doesn't. Yeah, no, you're right, El Green Machine. The bag doesn't give it justice. You're right, but this is a really nice copy, so I like him keeping it in the bag and board. So yeah, so if anybody's interested in $60, taking it for $60. Remember, also payment plan is available if somebody's interested, and remember that starting next weekend, we do start charging sales tax with all of them. Yes, they did him dirty by only running it for 5 issues. It's a fun run and a great cover. No, you're right. It's iconic, man. It's iconic. I mean, it's got vibes of some other great characters, some other great black comic characters that came out around the time, like Black Lightning and Luke Cage. But yeah, just awesome cover and really fun book. Okay, nice. Okay, so here we go. Batgirl number 12. Let's take a close look at this beautiful. I think this is the Art Germ. This is one of the Art Germ, an early Art Germ cover. Let's take a look. This is when this is the volume when Stephanie Brown had taken over the mantle, and you can see the signature art. Show us the barcode real quick, Avi. You can see the signature Art Germ signature there, Stanley Art Germ Lau. So this is one of his early works. And what are we asking for this one?
This one is 70.
70, yeah. So yeah, these early Art Germ covers, especially featuring Stephanie Brown as Batgirl, low print runs, especially by this point in the series. There are low print runs, and this is a decent grade copy, priced at 70. But if somebody wants to take it down for 55, I would do 55 on it. Let's do a spine slide on it, Avi. This is a desirable book right here, and the Batman and Batgirl fans in the audience would know. But yeah, this is a really clean copy. Future Batman is also a big fan of the Stephanie Brown era as Robin and as Batgirl. Very nice. Okay. Take a look at that where the logo is. Are there any kind of dents in the cover that you can see?
Right up here, this is a dent on the bag, not on the comic.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see. Nice. I like that one. Oh, yes. Captain Marvel, giant size special. Captain Marvel #1. All right. So Monica Rambeau is coming. No. Actually, she's not coming back for Doomsday. I think she'll be back for Secret Wars. This is another key book for this character. I'll just go ahead and say she's my favorite Captain Marvel. Out of all the Miss Marvels, Captain Marvels, all of them. Now, I know she has a different name now. I think Photon is currently what she's going by, but she's my favorite. And she was the one that appeared in the original Secret Wars from Marvel Comics. So very nice. Okay, what do we got the price on that one for?
We got 40 on this one.
Okay, 40. And let's take a look. Yeah, let's take a look at that spine. Okay. Mm-hmm. Nice. Okay. So 40 is the price that we've got on this one. Tell you what, we'll knock it down to 30. And yeah, if somebody's interested in
so it does have some bends in the bottom here. It's not
okay. Is that waviness? Oh no, that's right. That's right. Okay. So we have it priced at 40.
Yeah, that's the sticker price. Yeah.
Okay. Tell you what, let's. Okay, I remember this. Okay, can you pull this one out of the bag?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, because I think this one has deep folds.
It does, in fact.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, tell you what, folks, we will drop it down to. Let's show you. How those pages turn.
Pretty good. It is a bend that goes all the way through the book.
Oh yeah. Let's take a look at it. Let me see if it's pressable. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, you know what? We'll if somebody wants to do it for $10, we'll take it. We'll take 10 for it. So, and then Avi, just go ahead and make a note, if you would, on the back of that board, and then if you would also make a note on the back of the Black Panther #5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I already pulled off the stickers on those.
Okay, cool, awesome. All right, so yeah, and then also what we'll make sure to do, folks, is on the back of the boards, Avi, let's write first Shuri as Black Panther for that Black Panther #5. So, hey, in addition to the books that I got I'm going to give Avi a second to do that and to work with it. I'll show off a couple of other signatures already. This book's going into the personal collection. This is first appearance of Grand Admiral Thrawn in comic books. It is Star Wars Heir to the Empire #1. Now signed by Timothy Zahn. So, fun book to pick up. Also went by and saw a good man, Cully Hamner, co-creator of Blue Beetle. And some of these books will be, there's some of these books will be going up at some point in the near future. Had him sign first printing of issue #1. Had him sign second print of issue 1, once in blue, once in yellow. And then I had him sign in yellow my favorite cover, the third print. He signed it right there. So fun times, but plenty more books to go and visit with people about. As you know, Jen and Paul are happily running the convention floor, doing that. All right, let me take it back over to Avi and let's take a look at what else we got. Okay, I see. Oh my gosh, yes. All right, folks, here it is. Adam Hughes Catwoman. All right, let's get it close up. Let's get in close. Let's see it. All right, so this is, the Adam Hughes covers for Catwoman, Zatanna, Power Girl, and others are just iconic. This is a gorgeous cover in every sense of the word. All right, let's look at that spine, man. Nice. As you can see, folks, no color breaking spine ticks. None at all. All right. That is Adam Hughes Catwoman. All right. What do you see, Avi?
No, I was just looking at the spine. Yeah, but yeah, #70 is $50.
Yeah, $50. And tell you what, folks, that's a fair price. That's what these books go for. So we're going to leave it at $50. If you're interested, Avi, did I pull more Catwoman Adam Hughes books?
I haven't. I don't know.
Okay, no, it's okay. It's okay. It would have been. It should have been right next to this one. If it's not right next to it, if it wasn't right next to it in the box, then I didn't pull more. But yeah, so if somebody's interested in that one, $50. It's a good price, iconic cover. Let us know in the chat if you're interested. Oh yes. Now this is definitely a sign of the times. All right, Captain Marvel Adventures, beautiful 10 center. Captain Marvel is appropriating the Native American culture. Indian chief There we go. This is actually a decent copy of this book. It's Golden Age, Captain Marvel, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me see the top left corner of it. Yeah, number 83, I think it's number 83. Yeah. So this was actually in pretty good shape, folks. So some Golden Age Captain Marvel, culturally appropriating an Indian headdress. I guess because he's taken over and he's become the Indian chief. But this is cool. I mean, this is vintage Americana. This is as Golden Age as Golden Age gets, and for only $59. What? $59.
Right.
Yeah, $59. Okay. So tell you what, even more so, if somebody's interested, I will do 50 on this one. Okay, $50 for this Golden Age Captain Marvel. And I'm kind of digging the cover, Avi. I'm kind of liking that cover.
So, yeah, I mean,
I'm kind of liking it.
At the past, how they,
Yeah, I want to read it. Now I want to read it. Okay, so let's keep it moving. So it's a beautiful Golden Age. If anybody is interested, oh yes. Staying with the captains, Captain America number 241, iconic, I think Mike Zeck cover, Punisher, and Captain America. But I'll give you 3 guesses, Avi. Who's going to win that battle?
The Punisher.
No. Because, no. If you want to know who wins the comic battle, whose book is it?
Well, I was just thinking the Punisher could just shoot him in the head.
He could, because his face is not armored.
Yeah.
That
was my thought.
Yes, that's true. No, that's true. All right, this is issue number. Okay, it is a newsstand, and what prices? What are we asking for the price?
This is at 90.
90. Okay. Those Mike Zeck covers have gone up. They're definitely. And the first 2 don't count. All right. So we got 90 for this iconic Captain America cover featuring the Punisher. I don't know. This could be their first meeting. I'm not sure. So this is Captain America number 241. Let me look this up real quick, because I'm wondering if that's what this is, because that's absolutely on par for their first meeting. And it's 241. Yep, first battle of the Punisher versus Captain America. Okay, so tell you what. So this is a fairly decent grade copy, right, Avi?
Yeah, it's fairly decent. On just glancing it over, It's probably like a 6.5, around that.
Okay, so tell you what I'm going to do. All right, we've got it priced at 90, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and drop that down, and we're going to offer this tonight only deal. If somebody wants to snag it, they can get it for 65. It's a good book to have, El Green Machine. 65. If somebody's interested in it, let me know. Oh yes, I had to grab. Now, Avi, I had to grab this one as soon as I saw it. So this is none other than Rob Liefeld when he did the Here's. Mike Praz says, "I'll take it for 50." Mike Praz sold. We'll do 50. Avi. Let's take a look at. No, not that one. The other one. The two.
Yeah, I was like, that's an upcharge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mike Praz, we'll go ahead and do it for 50, buddy. I think there was flexibility in the price, Avi.
I think there was too.
Yeah. So, okay. So this one, here's the deal. Captain America, this was part of the Heroes Reborn relaunch, I think. Rob Liefeld came in to do this, right? This is 96. He's big deal now. He did several covers, and this is just one of the iconic covers during the time, and featuring a full body Rob Liefeld. You what?
I said, "Oh no, you're yawning."
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure you've had a really long day with the convention and everything.
It was a bit of a drive. We had a bit of a drive, and then we got here, and I've been walked back and forth and walked the convention floor to kind of get an idea of things, and so this is it. And what are we asking for this? It was 20.
20.
Okay, we'll do 15 if anybody wants to take this. It's Captain America #1 by Rob Liefeld. And yes, he did not write it. It was Jeff Loeb was the writer on this one. But yeah, if somebody wants to do it for 15, we'll do it for 15. You saw the spine, so it's in decent shape. Okay, El Green Machine is going to take it for 15.
Okay.
All right, man. Nice. Okay, so oh, yes. Here we go, folks. We actually Avi, we gave away the Detective Comics one of this on the giveaway show like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I think I saw an Instagram post about that.
Yes, we did. We gave it away. Yeah. So this is the Catwoman one. And, like all of them, they're all about a 9.0 copy. And we're asking 15. 15 is going to stay the price on this one because these are highly desirable. Remember, underneath all the Joker mask die cuts, it's the face of the individual character. That's one cool thing that the direct editions had. It's like part cards. The covers are like cardstock and regular cover. So if somebody wants to snag this for 15, like if you're building a set, this would be this is a cool one to have. Or I don't know. Yeah, I might snag it and give this one away too. So, but it's a great book to have. So, yeah, I like it. I like it. All right, let's keep it moving.
All right.
All right, so Web of Spider-Man. Oh, yes, I love this book. Okay, so Web of Spider-Man was the third ongoing title that came for Spider-Man. Issue number 29 features him teaming up in the black suit with Wolverine, and it's one of those. It's not a cover buy, and it's not a cover buy, but it's one of those books that just has continued to become popular, or it's continued to be popular because it features the team up of Spider-Man and Wolverine. And tell me the issue again, Avi.
It's 29.
29, that's right. Yeah, it's not necessarily even a key book. It's a couple of issues before the Kraven's Last Hunt story arc begins. But yeah, that. Okay, wait. Mike Praz just said, "I'll take it for 15."
This one?
No, I think he's talking about the Spider-Man, the Web of Spider-Man. What is the price on the Spider-Man?
It's 16, but I think he might be talking about this one because his message popped up a couple seconds ago.
Okay, so Mike Praz. Okay, Mike Praz, let me know. Do you want the Catwoman or do you want the Web of Spider-Man? Either one is yours for 15. So just let me know. And that is a newsstand copy. And let's take a look at it. It looks like a fairly clean copy. Okay, the Catwoman. Yeah, he's going to take the Catwoman. Yeah, that's a cool story. I like what they did with the New 52, Mike, where they Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, El Green Machine. They are. They are. Those are nostalgia books for me for sure. Those Web of Spider-Mans. I'm loving them. So very cool. Hey, folks. So remember, Comics on Demand beginning next month or next week. We'll be doing. There will be sales tax added, and then also one thing that we're going to be doing is for those who are paying via PayPal on the business account. We're looking at that there might be a fee adjustment for the 4% that they charge. But we'll let you know more information about that. But I just wanted to give you all a heads up on it, and we are looking for ways. Remember, there's always the option for fee-free payment, and that does help a huge amount with keeping the overhead down for the shows and for their shop especially. So we'll give you more details on that. Hey, El Green, that is a really good run. I love Web of Spider-Man. I think it's a fantastic run, and yes, it's way more manageable than it's way more manageable than even Spectacular Spider-Man, but definitely ASM. Yeah, ASM I think is the kind you have to work on in chunks. All right. Speaking of, let's take a look at some ASM books. All right, Avi. Oh, nice. Okay, folks. So, hey, maybe you recognize this book. Maybe you don't. This is ASM number 315. Some consider this to be the first cover appearance of Venom. You see him right there. It's classic Todd McFarlane. It's also Hydro Man showing up. Of course, if you put Hydro Man and Sandman together, what do you get, Avi? Mud. That's exactly right. You read my mind. All right, so let's take a look at that spine. This is a direct edition. We've got the price at $50 for this one. But if somebody wants to add this to their, oh my, well, this is a very nice spine. I think I see. I see a couple of what could be color. Yeah, I see a few color breaking spine ticks. Avi, take a look at those and tell me, is that bag reflections or?
No, you're correct. There are a couple.
Yeah. So count those up real quick. Folks, I'm thinking it's probably going to land at about an 8.0, give or take. But if you're interested in this book, it's priced currently at $50, but I'll do $40 for it.
Yeah, there's about 4 to 5 and a tiny corner crunch thing going on, but very minimal.
Let me see that corner crunch. Okay, yeah, okay, I see it. And I also see some schmutz. It's
hard to get it in focus. But.
I see some schmutz on the direct logo as well. So it would probably benefit from a clean and press. You said, and this is 315, right?
Tis, yes.
Yeah. So this is remember, this is the first. Okay, I guess we're calling it the first partial cover appearance of Venom, and the second overall appearance of Venom. We'll go ahead and I'll tell you what. I'll drop this down to 35. We'll drop it down to 35. If somebody wants to take it down, beautiful book. And Avi, is the ASM 300 signed in there?
It is, yes.
It's still in the case? Okay. So here you go. Avi, go ahead and hold that book up. Or no, actually, why don't you do this? If you don't mind, will you set this book down and go snag the ASM 300 out of the case to show? All right, because here's the deal that I'm going to propose. If anybody's interested, in the shop, we currently have an Amazing Spider-Man number 300 direct edition CGC 9.4 signed by Todd McFarlane. All right. It's a yellow label, which means it was witnessed. It's not a JSA authenticated signature. If somebody wants to buy the first appearance of Venom tonight, I will throw in for free the second appearance of Venom that we just showed you, Amazing Spider-Man at number 315, which is first partial cover appearance and partial cover. I guess now we're doing partial covers, and the second appearance of Venom himself. All right. So if somebody wants to buy now remember I think it's a $1,200 book as it stands. Remember, it's a CGC 9.4 signature series with a full yellow label. It's not authenticated. It is a signature series signed by Todd McFarlane with white pages, and it's a direct edition, and it even has the iconic Todd McFarlane custom label on CGC. So let me show it to y'all real quick. Here it is, folks. CGC 9.4. Signed by Todd McFarlane right there in the middle. Asking price is $1,200, which I think is a very good price for that book, given everything, like all the features for that book and the condition and everything. $1,200, and if somebody wants to claim it tonight, I'll throw in that ASM 315 for free. So for the $1,200, you'd get both of them. So if anybody's interested and they want to take it down, or they want to talk to me about it, remember also payment plans are available. 30 days to pay it off, 20% down. As you pay it, it is non-refundable, but it gives you 30 days. If you say, hey, I want to grab that book off the market, I'm going to hustle, pick up some extra shifts, maybe, figure something out financially and say, hey, I want to pick that book up. But this is a prize grail book for people, for the right person to have in their possession. So CGC 9.4, white pager, McFarlane custom label, signed by Todd McFarlane, first appearance of Venom, direct edition, $1,200. All right, let's take a look at that label again real quick, Avi. The label, yeah. So remember, it's got the custom Todd McFarlane on it, and it's a white pager. All right, so if you collect white pages, if you like white pages, that is it. All right, so let's go ahead and set that aside. Avi, remember that deal's on the table for the night. You get the free copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 315. So good. Yeah, that's a good price for that book. I think it's a good price. So let me know if anybody's interested in it, if you came across it. We're about 30 minutes out from finishing up for the night. So El Green Machine says, costs more than my car.
Me too.
Hey, it's a big book. It's a big book. So, if somebody is interested in it, let me know. Would love to send that to a really good home. We do have other Todd McFarlane signed books just in case. Those are both at $700 a piece. It's a Spawn book, and then we've got another. They're both Spawn books, aren't they?
It's a Gunslinger Spawn and a regular Spawn. I think it's 600 and 700 respect.
Oh, okay. Did you bring them over to the table?
I can get them.
Cool. Okay, well, yeah, let's see. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, Mike Praz, I mean, that's the deal. It's that is a very fair price for that book. He's saying that one just sold on eBay at 8.5 for $1,000 like last week. And that's the thing, for $200 more, you can bump up 3 grades, 9, 9.2, and 9.4. So it's a good price. It's a good price. I've considered. I'm not in a position to buy it. My new job will be starting. I think please God, let it be starting in August. So I might consider it there. But hey, I would love for it to go to a new home for a collector that's going to appreciate it and really enjoy it. And it, hey, that's an excellent book. If you're a Spider-Man or Venom fan or McFarlane fan, that's a good book to have. So. All right. Yeah. No. Yeah. The signature. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Okay. So, I think he's saying that this one, because normally in a 9.4, it would be about a $700 book, just graded with just a blue label. With the signature, when you factor in everything it takes to get a Todd McFarlane signature now, and the cost of grading, and the custom label, like all of it, like shipping, all of it, insurance, all of it together, yeah, $1,200 is a very fair price. So, so yeah. All right, let's go back over to Avi and let's take a look at those other books.
And you were right; they are 700 each. I should know that. But.
No, it's okay. It's okay. All right, so 700. One of them is a thank you variant, and the other one is, I think, like a convention variant. But yeah, they each have a Todd McFarlane signature on them, and they're both limited, very limited, like books. Plus, they are a CGC 9.8. Now, here's the interesting thing. Remember, the one on, let's see, that one that you're holding up, issue number 350, that is JSA verified, whereas the all yellow label means that it was witnessed. Now, what is the price difference on those? Not much, really nothing. Because what we've seen on the market is that because JSA is the leader in the signature authentication field, and CGC bought them out and bought them and folded them in, because of that, the JSA verified books are not really that much different than a witnessed book. So we've got this. It's so 700 for this CGC 9.8 copy of Spawn number 350. It's a thank you variant, and then we've got this. The Gunslinger Spawn number 1, CGC 9.8, signed by Todd McFarlane. Also, beautiful cover, really fun cover. So yeah, both of these are 700 a piece. Well worth it. Well worth it, because remember, these are limited books, plus the signature, plus the encapsulation, plus the bump of these being CGC 9.8. So really good deals, really good prices, great books that we've got. And remember, hey, we're just dipping into the books from the NASA Road store. This summer, I'm excited because I think we're going to be folding in books from all locations. So that should be a whole lot of fun. And I'm looking forward to being able to share those with y'all, because look, as great as the stock is at the NASA Road location, the other two locations have just as much stuff, but different. So, because like I've shared before on the giveaway show, when I went to their free comic book day sale to work on my own runs, because I like to build a complete run of comics. I haven't really gone into a run over 180 issues or so. Those are the biggest runs that I've built. But I love to build the complete collection, right? And so I got a lot of work done on my Nightwing, my Robin, my Punisher, the regular series, and my Punisher War Journal. Those are all runs that I'm currently working on. If you've been following me on the channel, you know that I just finished up my Tales of the New Teen Titans run. And these are all, and then I also have been buying like a bunch of the classic X-Men runs from the different Lone Star Hero shops, because they're so affordable. And that's the cool thing about Lone Star Heroes, is that, they have all the issues, not just a few scattered keys, and it's not picked through. They're constantly refreshing their back issue stock. So lots of great stuff. So yeah, just let's go ahead and jump back into this. Remember, we got 30 minutes left, so let us know if there's books that you're into or that you're interested in. All right, Daredevil number 183. That just looks like it hurts. And it did. This is another Punisher versus cover. He just went into everybody's books and just was stomping all over them. This is a nice newsstand copy. Let's take a look at the spine on this one. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Okay. So it looks like we've got I see like a little bit of a spine tick there. Doesn't look color breaking. Let's keep going. It's right above the A. And then let's keep going. That's actually, that red mark is part of Daredevil's guts flying out. And yeah, this actually is a really clean copy. Okay. So yeah, so we're asking for 30 bucks on this one, Avi, right? Is that what the stickers?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and do 25. If somebody wants to do 25 on this, but I feel really good about it because this is a really high grade copy. I think this might be a 9.0.
Yeah, it definitely could be. Has some things maybe it could be cleaned up a bit, but it looks like they're just smudges that could be cleaned off. But yeah,
Okay,
really good.
Yeah, 25 bucks if somebody wants to pick it. Oh, here we go. This is another Captain Marvel key from when Monica Rambeau first entered the MCU. All right, so Avengers number 227. Okay, we got this priced at 20 bucks. We'll do 15 for that one if somebody wants to snag it. This is a newsstand copy. Let's do a spine slide. Avi, Paul would be incredibly proud of you for the spine slides.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He would. If he were here, if he were here, what he would say is that look, Carlos, you need to watch because look at Avi. Avi is teaching you something with this. And I would, I'd nod and I would thoughtfully say that and then cry inside. But it's beautiful copy, or looks to be a beautiful copy. Are there any blemishes that you can see on it? Any kind of damage or anything?
There's some spine crease or ticks, but it doesn't look like it breaks any of the color.
Right. Okay. Mike Praz totally agrees that he would be complimenting you on the spine slide.
I just got a new kitten and I've been playing with it with the string, and you have to pretend to be a mouse crawling across the ground, and because it has to be realistic. And this is it's teaching me the finesse of moving things slowly, like a rat crossing the floor. But yeah, it looks really good though. I don't see any problem with it.
Yeah, no, it looks good. Yeah, if somebody wants to snag it, this is a good Avengers issue to have. All right, El Green says the more crap Paul gives you, the better you're doing. Yes, that's true. All right, presenting the Flash number 1. All right, so this is another one of those late 80s reboots for the DC line by Mike Barron and Butch. Oh, sadly, Butch Geese just passed away a couple weeks ago. But we've got this down for just, what is that, 26 or 25?
26.
26. All right, so tell you what, we'll do it for an even 20 if somebody wants to snag it tonight. This is a direct edition. Looks to be a really clean copy.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, 20 bucks, good price for this one. So it's a good price. El Green, don't claim that one because I think you have one of those in your box. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Okay. Ooh. Well, we got all the Flash number 1s, don't we? Beautiful. I love this cover. What in the world?
That was my elbow.
Okay. Good. All right. Okay. Yeah. So this is from the New 52 line. I remember when comic books were $2.99, sadly and fondly. All right, so we've got it priced at, what do we have it priced at, Avi?
$20.
20 bucks, man, come on, guys. 15 bucks if somebody wants to snag it. But the Flash from the New 52, remember that is technically a new and different version of the Flash. All right, The Man Called Nova. Here we go, folks. First appearance, first cover appearance, and origin issue in a newsstand for the Richard Rider version of Nova. All right. So this one, I want to think this was about a 6.5 to 7.0. We've got it priced at $139. But tell you what, if somebody, we'll say 7.0 to 7.5. If somebody wants to take it down, I'm going to drop it from $139 down to $110. if somebody wants to grab this first issue, remember there is most likely going to be a Nova. He is going to get introduced. This is the first Nova. The second one was Samuel Alexander. I think your shop also has his first appearance, but this is where it started. This is where the character started. So if anybody wants to take it down, we'll drop it down to 110 tonight only. Oh, yeah. You know, Avi, this is a really overlooked series for a few reasons. Okay. So Once and Future is a modern day story where King Arthur returns and a modern adventurer and his grandmother has to fight off this the undead hordes from the Knights of the Round Table and their armies of darkness. And yeah, so it's a wild story. This was one of the books that was a breakout for Dan Mora, who is currently doing all the books for DC. Which issue number is this, Avi? I think it's written on the back.
Number 7.
Okay, so this is issue number 7. This is the Virgin variant. I think this might be the one per store. What do we have it priced at?
We have 75 on this one.
75. Okay, so tell you what. Here's what I'm going to do. This is, yeah, I'm going to throw a steal out there for somebody. Okay, so we got it priced at 75, right?
That's right.
Okay, so Avi, I'm going to do something crazy with it. You ready? You ready?
I'm listening.
He's scared. He's like, what are you about to say, Carlos? I have no idea. We didn't talk about this. All right, no, we're going to drop it down to 45. If somebody wants to snag it for 45 tonight, one per store, Virgin variant, Once and Future number 7, you can get it for 45 tonight. 45. Man, folks, we're just throwing out killer deals. Hey, I'm telling y'all, this is from Boom Studios. A lot of their properties are going to get developed into media properties. Okay, Once and Future it's a really fun story. It's a really fun story, and I love it. I think I've got up to issue like 20 something maybe. But yeah, I mean, I loved it. I loved it. And then, I had to cut things back like a couple of years ago for finances. But yeah, it's a great book. And this is a beautiful cover. So, Dan Mora is just, I've got, Avi, I've got the biggest stack of books to get signed for Dan Mora, but I haven't come across him at a convention yet. So, all right, folks. So, hey, 45 if somebody wants to take it down. And, oh, yes. Okay, folks. Hey, look, I have been talking about Noctera. I've got a feeling about Noctera, right? And usually when I have these feelings, something's going to get announced soon. So this is the 1 in 10 for Noctera number 1. This is the 1 in 10 variant. We just gave a copy away. I have some copies here to get signed by Scott Snyder and Tony Daniel. If you want to grab a beautiful raw copy, tell you what, we're gonna drop it down just to the ratio price, $10. $10 for this Noctera number 1 in 10 variant. I'm telling y'all, it's a good book to have. It's a good book to have. Noctera, I'm heavily into. Avi, do you know, in my collection at home, of a short box, right, about this long, one whole short, I've got a half of a short box of just early Noctera issues. So I love the property. I love the story. It's like,
what's the story about?
Do you remember that Vin Diesel movie, Pitch Black?
Oh, I thought you were going to say The Babysitter or whatever.
No, that would have been awesome. That would have been fun.
Chronicles of Riddick.
Yes. So Chronicles of Riddick was the second one. So the first movie, it was called Pitch Black, right? Okay, so there's Pitch Black. Now mash up Pitch Black with Mad Max okay, and then mash those two up with the most badass female action character since Sigourney Weaver in Aliens. Just a phenomenal character. Yeah. And yeah, it's fun, it's crazy, it's it's just a really good. Oh, what? Okay, El Green Machine has taken them on Noctera.
You had me at Chronicles of Riddick because that I think is one of the most underrated action series. Like,
okay, we're about to get on. Yeah, El Green said for 10. He's going to take it. Okay, so here's the deal, right? We're going on. Sorry, folks, we're on a tangent here, but Chronicles of Riddick and Pitch Black. That franchise needed to happen, right? Okay, because it was just so cool. Vin Diesel's an underappreciated movie star. He's kind of like a miniature Tom Cruise, and so
he's like Bruce Willis too, I think. Sorry.
Yes. No. Yeah. He's like because the thing is, he thinks and he took the mysterious character in Pitch Black and he built an entire world around it. And then, of all people, who did he choose as his leading lady? Dame Judi Dench. Fantastic. Okay. Preaching to the choir, brother. All right. Let's keep it moving. But that's a good pickup, El Green Machine. All right. So Star Wars: The Last Jedi. What? That's why I pulled it. This is a better story than the movie that Ryan Johnson put up. All right, so this one is a very well loved. I think this is about like a 5.5, Avi, if I remember correctly. Look at it. It's because isn't it kind of dingy and creased and beat up? Okay.
Yeah, it's a little creased, and has like some.
Just kind of that griminess. Yeah, that griminess. Yeah. Okay. So let me take a look real quick here. Avi, that's Star Wars number. What number is it?
It is number 49.
Okay. Want to see what is the big deal about that one. Oh, it's the death of Jedediah. The death of Jedediah. Of course, if you remember Jedediah, I have no clue who Jedediah was. I really have no idea.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. He's for sure a deep dive character. I have no idea. So let's go ahead. Oh, yeah, come on in. Come on. Hey, folks, special cameo appearance by Aya Wolf. Oh, she jumped past. You barely made it past. Aya Wolf just ducked in here real quick. So she's popped in as well. All right, let's take a look at some more of these Star Wars. Okay, so we're not done with the death of Jedediah yet. Let's pull the Jedediah. Okay, so what are we asking for the death of Jedediah?
20.
Who in the blank is Jedediah? That's the question of the hour right there. I have no idea. Okay, we asked for how much?
It has 20 on it, but I'm sure we could drop that down.
No, we're going to drop that down. Let's do 7. All right, let's do 7 because that's about $7 if somebody wants to snag the death of Jedediah. No, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Avi, tonight we're going to christen Star Wars number 49 as Jedediah, the true Last Jedi. Here we go. Okay, right? You like that? All right. Okay. So moving forward, this book is now our own little meme book in our little universe here, our Comics on Demand universe. All right. It's Jedediah, the true Last Jedi. All right. Let's get to some real stuff. All right. So Star Wars Dark Empire. First original material published by Dark Horse. It's a trilogy. All right, there was Dark Empire 2, and what do you call it? Empire's End. All right, I love the painted Dave Dorman covers, but these are this is a high grade copy. I think, what is it priced at? 12?
18.
18. Okay, yeah. So this is a high grade copy. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll tell you what, I'll go ahead and do it at 12 for tonight. If somebody wants to snag it, this is a good. Yeah, El Green. If you know, look, here's the thing. I've been saying this now for several months. Dark Horse Star Wars, Dark Horse Star Wars. If you and the vintage Marvel run as well. If you're a Star Wars fan and you want some good solid books for the long term, for the long haul, Dark Horse Star Wars and what do you call it? Dark Horse Star Wars and I just blanked on. Yeah, Vintage Marvel Run. Vintage Marvel Run. Sorry. Okay, so let's see that spine slide real quick, and then we're going to keep it moving. This is a direct edition. I recommend these books. Now here's the thing. They're not the greatest stories, but they are part of the lore of the expanded universe. And I mean, and here's the thing. I'm also kind of on a Star Wars kick right now since finishing up Andor, which is phenomenal. If you're following me on Instagram, you saw the deal. But Andor is phenomenal. It's amazing. It needs to win Emmy Awards. Like, it needs to win a boatload of Emmy Awards. It is amazing. It's so good. Avi, have you watched Andor at all?
No, but I wasn't aware of it until my sister texted me, my brother, in our group chat, and was like super excited about Andor season 2. And I was like, "What? You're watching that?" Because she's not a Star Wars person.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yes, it's amazing." I was like,
"Yes." Yeah. Okay. Avi, if you're a fan of, and for everybody else, if you're a fan of House of Cards, like peak House of Cards, the first couple seasons.
Yes.
All right. If you like House of Cards, and fun behind the scenes fact too. All right. If you're a fan of House of Cards, or the more kind of maneuvering parts of the West Wing, Andor is, but it infuses action in that, but it's a slow burn. And there's a lot of political intrigue. Like, it makes the Empire a credible threat again. So yeah. I mean, like, dude, like, the Empire hasn't been this credible of a threat since they invaded the Hoth base in Empire Strikes Back. Like, they were a legitimate threat.
Yeah.
No, it's really good. And now, did you watch Rogue One? Star Wars?
Yeah, Rogue One was fantastic.
Okay, yeah. So the guy who's responsible for what you saw in Rogue One, Andor plays like 2 seasons, and then Rogue One is like the big series finale. It leads perfectly into it. Perfectly. I'm telling everybody. Yes, yeah. Watch the movie after episode 12 of season 2. Yeah. Okay. And I'm telling you, Avi, you are like, it is so good. Like, it transcends Star Wars. Like, it hits Breaking Bad levels of TV.
I mean, you're speaking my language when you say House of Cards season 1, 2, and Chronicles of Riddick. I mean, I'm sold. So
yeah. Check it out. Okay. So
I will.
All right. Sorry, I'm getting off on all these tangents. But this is such great.
No, that's great. That was great.
So Dark Empire is worth picking up if you're a Star Wars guy. All right, Deathstroke, the Terminator. Show us the very bottom. This is the Steve Irwin edition. All right, I love that he signed it in a fine gold metallic Sharpie at the bottom there. Of course, he was the artist on the book. $50. I feel pretty comfortable at $50, but I'll go ahead and tonight only we'll do it for 40. If somebody wants to snag it, $40, signed by Steve Irwin. Beautiful. There is no COA, but it's beautiful book. Awesome stuff. All right. El Green Machine says the Andor storyline built the Star Wars story. That's true. It did. It really did. All right. Let's take a look at, let's see. Okay. So you were about to hold up. Oh, Yes. Okay.
Yeah, this one.
So we got the okay. Yeah. So I first presented this I think 2 weeks ago. Edge of Spider-Verse #2. Of course, it's an ASM homage. Asking price is $20, but we'll do it for 15 if somebody wants to take it down. $15. Now this is a gradable copy. This is a very nice high grade copy. We won't call it more than a 9.2, but it is without blemish. It's a modern book, so it's without blemish. But yeah, $15 if somebody wants to snag it. All right. Oh, Batman Who Laughs from the Dark Knights. It's a Dark Knight tie-in. Remember, they did all these different tie-ins. These were all different dark versions of Batman. Dark Knight's Metal introduced us also to the Man Who Laughs, or the Batman Who Laughs. Okay, Mike Kraz, let me know which one you want to take down. If you want to take Edge of Spider-Verse for 15, let me know. Batman Who Laughs, what do we have that priced at? 30?
30.
Hey, you know what? I would do Batman Who Laughs for 20 if somebody wants to take it. Mike Prez, let me know for sure which one it is. Actually, Mike Prez, for you, I'll do either for 15. Let me know. Or both.
Yeah, and this one is a foil, by the way. It's hard to tell with the glare, but it is. Yeah.
Okay, he wants the Edge. The Edge of Spider-Verse. All right, for 15, nice, good pickup, Mike. I've got 2 more ASM homages in in those boxes. I gave Avi 3 boxes, and I know I have some more in there. But Avi, don't worry about digging for them right now. We'll get to them another time.
All right, finish up this pile.
Okay, Destro #1. This is the 1 in 25 Fireburst variant. It's priced currently at 25. If somebody, remember, it's a 1 in 25. If somebody wants to take it down tonight, I'll do 15 on it. $15. If somebody wants to take it down, the 1 in 25 Destro Fireburst cover. Remember, this is how the G.I. Joe key art used to look. So this is homaging those. If somebody wants to take it, 15 tonight only. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Champions #1. Oh, and Champions #2. What did you show earlier? Was it Champions #3?
Yeah, I guess it got mixed in the front.
Yeah, okay. So, Avi, what are the prices on those 3? Well, we're going to do a deal of the night here.
Yeah, so deal of the night. #1 is $89. It's a really good copy.
Okay.
Really good copy. #2 is $20, and #3 is $18.
Okay. So, so basically at $130 retail. I will do all 3 of those. Avi, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Clutch your pearls, Avi, because here it comes. All right. Retail price $130. I will drop it down to $85 if somebody wants to take all 3 of them. All 3, $85. Champions #1 through 3. And they are really clean copies. I think #1 looks a little bit sun faded, like maybe 5% sun faded, but still, in condition wise, they're all 3 in pretty good condition. So 85 if all right. Paul needs to text me back. All right. Nice. Very nice. Paul said, do a respectful spine slide. Ignore him. Ignore him. You're doing wait, why are you doing the backing board?
Oh, that was for Paul. I was just showing him my backside.
I love it. I love it. All right. So here we go. Champions number 1, champions number 2, and champions number 3. $85 deal of the night if somebody wants to snag it. All right, there we go. Folks, then we're going to go ahead and end it on the deal of the night because we are on 9 o'clock. It's coming to that time of the night. Hey, we want to say big shout out and thanks to everybody that claimed or purchase tonight. We appreciate it. El Green Machine, Mike Praz. I'm going to make sure and give you guys, Avi, do a big shout out and say thanks to everybody at home.
Yeah, thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. Like week in, week out, you guys are the reason why we can do this, supporting us. We really appreciate it. It's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Awesome.
And thank you, Carlos.
All right. Oh yeah. Awesome. So hey, big shout out to Lone Star Heroes Comics and Toys. Let's take a quick look at their commercial. Y'all check this out. What's up, everybody? It's Carlos Collects Comics here, and I want to take a second to tell you about a sponsor of this video, Lone Star Heroes Comics and Toys. And if you're looking for your next favorite comic shop, this is the spot. Tons of back issues, all the key books you could be looking for, a friendly and helpful staff, and 3 locations across the greater Houston area region: Lake Jackson, NASA, and Galveston. So make sure and check out Lone Star Heroes Comics and Toys. All right. So, hey, thanks again from myself and the rest of the Lone Star Heroes team, as well as the Carlos Collects team that is out and about running around. Wolverado, thanks for popping in, buddy. Big shout out to our channel members for their continued support and them just backing the channel the way they have. Trying furiously to run around and get some cool stuff for y'all. I have a plan and a goal for my channel members to take care of y'all and kind of give you a little taste of Fan Expo Dallas. But I'm still working on that, so I'm not going to say anything about it. But I am working on that. Remember, channel members also message me if you're channel members and you are there's somebody that's attending. Just let me know. But hey, we're here. We'll be here all weekend. I have some footage that I'm going to show. I will be dropping some footage. We also will be shooting some stuff, and I'm excited because we're going to be doing the $25 challenge. $25 challenge tomorrow. Let's see who emerges victorious when we send the players out. All right, we'll have more to share with you next Wednesday for the giveaway show. And guess what? It's also going to be the first Tuesday of the month. So we're going to have Carlos and Friends next Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Central. And I'll be giving the channel members only a special sneak preview, plus giving away some great books that I get from here, from Fan Expo Dallas. Y'all take care. Y'all have a great night. From me and Avi and the rest, we say get some good sleep, some good rest, and we will be seeing you next week for another great edition, another great episode. Y'all take care, and we will see y'all later.